You may have seen a few people test
Lex Incarnon.
That's a lot of damage. How about a little more? No, that's a lot of damage.
Hey y'all, thank you for clicking on the video. Today we're going over the Lex. Yes, as you saw in that intro, this weapon is capable of pumping out millions of damage thanks to the mod Hemorrhage. Now, this video is a little late considering the fact that the Lex released over a month ago, but that's okay. I finally got my hands on it now that the rotation has returned. First, I want to thank my subscribers who joined me in my live stream earlier today. Without them, yeah, the build may have not been as good. We talked a lot about different build types, and we went over a lot of different combinations with mods, and we came together and figured out what the best possible build for this weapon is. So I want to thank my buddy Phil, my buddy Matt, and a subscriber by the name of Paul Hank. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit subscribe and like, and check out my live streams because I try to do some fun Warframe grinding and just overall chat about world events and stuff like that. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's talk about the evolutions just really quick. Really, I think the Hoptal Virtue is the best one. I went with Ready Retaliation just because I prefer the reload speed over the recoil direction and the mag size, just because I have a Riven. However, in this video I will be showcasing a non-Riven build, so don't worry. And then for the last one, this is a no-brainer. Critical Parallel, getting extra crit chance and critical multiplier is a no-brainer on a precision weapon such as the Lex. So let's talk about the actual build now. So this build is a little unorthodox because I don't have any status mods outside of Primed Heated Charge. Now, why is that? This weapon has forced impact procs when you are in the Incarnon mode. So having viral and stuff like that is hard to build when you need all of these other mods. Now, if you don't have Cascadia Flare, this build isn't going to really work with you. You should probably just do the normal viral hemorrhage, maybe add heat in there if you can. But Cascadia Flare is pretty mandatory for this to work, considering the only thing I'm utilizing is heat outside of its base impact and radiation. Okay. As far as the mods go, Hemorrhage is mandatory for this weapon. Like I stated before, the guaranteed impact status, it just cannot be ignored, and the fire rate is so slow. It's like this mod was made for this Incarnon, and it's also important for the build. Now, as far as the Bane mod, you can use whatever Bane mod you want, whatever faction you're going up against. As for the testing, I went with the Corrupted because that's what I mainly test against in the Simulacrum. Galvanized mods, your Prime mods, etc. Galvanized Shot is mandatory for this build because we are going purely for as much, impact, heat, and radiation, which is just giving me more damage, more status. I need those heat procs to land, so you do need the status. Okay. Now, for the non-Riven build, it is not much different. You are still hitting crazy, crazy damage. The only difference is I am using Creeping Bullseye and Galvanized Crosshairs to make up for the lack of crit chance. The only big difference is just that critical damage. So yes, the Riven build will do slightly more damage. However, you can still make the same exact build that I have here and achieve very, very, very similar numbers. So I'm actually going to showcase how the weapon performs on its own without a Riven. So this right here, I'm testing the non-Riven build. When you activate it, you're going to see that I have a little bit of Cascadia Flare on the top right. If I activate it, you're going to see it go up and up, all the way up to 480%. Now, for this build to really work, you are going to need that mod. But as you can see, those slash ticks are reaching 200,000 damage, and I am still hitting those red crits without the Riven. Now, right here, the timer is pretty short. You have about 9 seconds between when Cascadia Flare starts and ends. So as long as you have a good plethora of enemies, you should have no problem keeping that almost 500% damage increase up at all times. But as you can see, when you get that damage going up and up, you're hitting close to 300,000 damage per slash tick, which is absolutely insane. I have not seen too many people run this. Now, at the beginning of my stream, if you check it out, I was trying the viral build. I was trying it with secondary encumber, but thanks to my subscribers and a little bit of testing, we definitely narrowed down the exact build you want this weapon to end up with. I mean, this is potentially taking one of the spots as the best weapon in the game. I don't know anything that can just one-shot steel path enemies like this in an AoE fashion. It is absolutely insane the amount of slash ticks you are getting. This weapon is unbelievably strong, and this again is without a ribbon. Not too many weapons can really behave like this without a ribbon. So being able to do this and still achieve red crits and hundreds of thousands of damage worth of slash ticks is just unbelievably strong. It's just one shot, they're dead. As long as you have Cascadia flare up, these enemies don't stand a chance. Now I can bring them all in together here as she is applying some viral. Go ahead. Thank you. Can you think of any other weapon that does something like this? And as a secondary, it's unbelievable. And just that one group got me close to the max, about 380% Cascadia Flare completed. This weapon is unbelievably strong. If you don't add this to your arsenal, you are crazy. This is my new go-to best secondary in the game, hands down. It doesn't even compare. It doesn't even compare. As you just saw there, 400,000 slash tick. It's just crazy. As long as you have some way of adding viral separately, you are golden. You're getting that 300% increase on the outside. And like I said, this is a non-ribbon build. That brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. I had a blast streaming, acquiring this weapon, leveling it up, farming it, going over builds with my subscribers. So if you were a part of that stream, thank you so much. I don't have a real set schedule of when I stream, so just be on the lookout whenever you're on YouTube, and I may or may not be. But I appreciate it so much that you made it to the end of the video. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. I upload Warframe content pretty regularly, so if you like my style, be sure to hit like too, and leave a comment about what you thought about this video. I like to engage with my community, so if you want to reach out, you can talk to me on my community tab or join my live stream. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.